Hey everybody, Tara Green here, and it is July the 18th, and what a week it is. I think this is probably the most intense week of 2023. We're like in the halfway mark of the year. So yesterday, July 17th, that new moon, 24 degrees of Cancer. Even though it's a new moon, it was still in Cancer, and we were feeling all the feels, weren't we? So lots of family issues. Pluto and the moon were opposite each other, so a lot of deep shadow work comes up at that time. Mercury squared Jupiter in Taurus, so were people speaking from their hearts? Maybe in a good way, maybe not in a good way. On the 18th, the moon enters Leo, and Leo's very much featured this week. We're heading up to Venus retrograde on the 22nd, but before we get there, on the 20th, now that's a super big day. The Sun trines Neptune and Pisces early in the morning. That's in Eastern Daylight Time, which is very brilliant and spiritual and compassionate and expansive and good for meditation. The moon conjuncts Venus, actually, and in conjuncts Pluto. Those are difficult aspects. And then Mars opposes Saturn and Pisces at 6 degrees. So that is a very difficult sign. And then the moon underlines it by also opposing Saturn and Mars. So that those two malefics, Mars, Saturn, in mutable signs, earth, water, also affects early. If you're born in the first 7 days of Gemini and Sagittarius, also feels that the most intensely. I certainly am. I have my sun there. I have my north node there. South node there. So I'm really feeling it. So it is tough. It is a tough one. So again, lots of deep shadow work. It's going to come up. That continues on the 21st when the Sun and Pluto oppose. Now that aspect's been in effect all week. That's a warrior zone. That's a push between women and corporate structure, between the plutocrats, and do you get to keep your home or your food or any of that? It's like a last ditch, power grab. Mercury trines Chiron on the 21st, so that's good to speak from your heart about your vulnerability and your wounds. It happens on the 22nd. And then one of the big deals is Venus going retrograde at 9:33 p.m. That's Eastern Daylight Time. I'm doing a live workshop on that day to help you to recrown yourself, to give yourself back your sovereign royal heart. And it's going to be one of the most powerful workshops I've ever done. So please join me. It is $25 US. It's going to be live on my website soon. I'm having trouble with my website, but I will put it up. And then Chiron also goes retrograde on the 23rd at 8:42 a.m. Till late fall, and Venus will be retrograde until September the 4th. So this is a big deal. All the divorces, the separations are coming up in the news already. And then it's also Leo season on the 22nd. So if you want to get in touch with me, I'm at Tara to get your